This is 7 National News, and in our top story. The UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has received the visiting Malaysian Prime Minister and his accompanying delegation at Zabil Palace. In presence of Dubai Crown Prince His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Dubai Deputy Ruler His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai and his guests discussed ways of bolstering economic and trade relations between the two countries. The Malaysian Prime Minister congratulated His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and the wise leadership of the UAE and to the people of the country on hosting the Expo 2020, adding that Dubai represents a melting point where East meets West. Prime Minister Razak also expressed confidence that his visit will further expand relations between Malaysia and the UAE and open new aspects of cooperation in the fields of culture and tourism. The meeting was also attended by the Chairman of Dubai Civil Aviation and Chief Executive of the Emirates Group, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Said Al Maktoum, as well as other officials. Dubai unveiled today a global landmark initiative that aims to help advance free zones worldwide and transform economies along with it. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, has led the global launch of World Free Zones Organization, accompanied by His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai, and His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Said Al Maktoum, Chairman of the Dubai Airport Free Zone Authority. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed welcomed the Multicultural Board of Directors of the new non-profit initiative. World FZO aims to gather all free zones in one roof and enhance further the development of other free zones across the globe. Dubai's brainchild has been established in Geneva and will be headquartered at the Dubai Airport Free Zone. Currently, it has 14 founding members, and officials say they look forward to welcoming more free zones in the near future.
Today we don't have, the international organization that represent all the free zones around the world. But with the existing of the new World FZO, I think, we will have one vote, we'll discuss one, maybe, it's difficult to have one policy, but we try to discuss the policy internally, how to improve the policy, how to improve the concept and the perception of the free zones worldwide, in fact, to contribute better than what doing today. I know that today we have 1,000 free zones around the world, and they have been playing a positive role in the economies of their countries.
Earlier at a press conference, the Board of Directors of the World Free Zones Organization said they aim to promote the spirit of collaboration, dialogue and guidance. This will also help countries requiring foreign direct investments to build strong, robust and diverse economies for the future. All nation members of the UN are eligible for membership.
The World FZO open for all member nations of the United Nations, and we treat all of them equally. The membership, we can group it into 3 different categories. Category 1 is full members. They have a right to vote, and this includes free zone associations and individual free zones. The second group, or the second category, is the associate members. And this one, of course, no vote. They don't have a right to have a vote. This one includes free zones, companies operate within the free zones, and the entities. Now, some of them within the free zones, some of them provide services to the free zones. And the third is observers, and this is limited to United Nations agencies and multilateral organizations.
The second edition of Sharjah Government Communication Award, or GCA, has been launched today, following the success of the inaugural event last year. His Excellency Sheikh Sultan bin Ahmed Al Qasimi, Chairman of Sharjah Media Centre, announced that this year's event is more specialised in government communication. In addition, he said more accurate standards have been introduced and set to facilitate the judging mechanism, as well as ensure maximum objectivity in the selection of winners. Osama Samra, Director of Sharjah Media Centre, revealed the new categories added, making it a total of 12 categories covering various aspects of government communication, in line with the world's best practices in this field. This includes Best Crisis Management Award UAE and Best Strategic Government Communication Plan UAE Award. Online submission for entries is now open until the 31st of October 2014. Winners will be selected and honoured during the 4th edition of the IGCF, which is scheduled for the first quarter of 2015.
Sharjah Government Communication Forum this year has been developed to help the government communication sector in Sharjah and in United Arab Emirates to improve and to serve people more, to create the right channels between the government and media and its stakeholders. Sharjah Government Communication Forum in its second year has gone to be more specialized and more focused on government communication, and I think that's what will make this award very, very successful in this year and years to come.
Parents will now not be able to enroll their children into private schools until the child reaches 4 years of age, according to guidelines issued by education authorities. Schools which start the academic year in September will be allowed to enroll students who reach the age of 4 by December 31. These schools will be expected to follow the rules starting this year itself. Other students going to Indian curriculum schools, which start in April, will have to be 4 years by July 31 of the admission year. These schools will have to follow the new age criteria from 2015. Abdurrahman Nasser, the Chief of Customer Relations at Knowledge and Human Development Authority, KHDA, was quoted in a local report as saying that this policy will ensure uniformity across the school sector in the UAE and that each child receives the best possible start to his or her education. The rule was announced to schools in a circular sent by the UAE Ministry of Education in December 2013. However, a few schools had already started admissions under the older rules. Additionally, all students must be enrolled in school by the age of 6, which is the equivalent of grade 1 or year 2. Earlier, students in Dubai were allowed to join schools if they had completed 3 years by April 15th of the admission year. And education chiefs at the Abu Dhabi Education Council have rejected bids by 43 private schools to increase their fees. According to local reports, ADEC received applications from 82 schools to raise fees for the 2014-15 academic year, 19 more than applied last year. They approved 39, of which 23 were in Abu Dhabi City and 16 in Al Ain, compared with only 8 last year. ADEC did not disclose which schools were given permission to raise fees or by how much, but the average increase will be 6%. To qualify for a fee increase, schools must meet performance standards measured in annual inspections that grade them as high-performing, satisfactory or in need of significant improvement. They must also show an improvement of human resources by recruiting quality teachers and focusing on professional development and salaries, according to ADEC. Parents paid a total of 2.9 billion dirham fees in the 2012-13 academic year, with nearly half the pupils in the Emirates attending schools that charge less than 10,000 dirhams a year. A quarter of parents paid between 10 and 20,000 dirhams, 15% pay between 20 and 30,000 dirhams, and 11% pay more than 30,000 dirhams. To keep the city beautiful as well as ensure public health and safety, the Dubai Municipality has been cracking down on abandoned buildings. As part of the drive, it has issued an ultimatum to the owners of 7 abandoned buildings, asking them to demolish the buildings within a given time. The 7 abandoned or neglected buildings are located in Al-Battin, Al-Hamriya, Naif, Al-Sabkha, Al-Rafa and Al-Ras. If the owners fail to respond within the deadline, the civic body will do the work and charge the owners the cost, in addition to a 20% administration charge. The civic body said most of the abandoned buildings are becoming infested with insects and other creatures that pose a risk to public health, adding that in some instances, such buildings were found being used by people for illegal activities and serving as safe haven for antisocial elements. Building owners can contact the municipality at 800 900 for further information. And finally, looking to other news. As part of the celebrations to mark International Museum Day, the Sharjah Museum Department have set up mobile exhibitions across 2 locations in the Emirate and 1 in Dubai. The International Museum Day has been held annually on the 18th of May since 1977 And in an effort to further develop the culture of visiting museums, the mobile exhibitions are being held at the Sharjah's Sahara Mall until the 21st of May, followed by the Arabian Centre in Dubai from the 22nd to the 24th of May. Held under the theme Museum Collections Make Connections, the exhibitions will have displays from 8 different museums in Sharjah, which will be highlighting the UAE culture and heritage. Among the items on display include the documentation of the journey of transportation across various ages, from camels to spaceships. Visitors will also have a chance to discover how Arab explorers used astronomy to determine their geographical coordinates and navigate their journey during the early stages. According to the officials from the museum department, the event aims to highlight the role of museums as cultural and educational institutions for the society.
Every year we are doing the celebration inside the museums themselves. This year they thought to bring it out to the public. As you know, Sharjah and UAE are full of as cultural and collection items. Museums part also trying to focus this year on the way how transportation and traveling connecting each other. So if you come here today for us, today we are in Sahara for 3 days, and there will be also another extra 3 days. It will be in the Arabian Center. We would like to invite all the public to see what we have in the exhibit is focusing on the 16 museums which we have in Sharjah. Each museum has its own individual theme and message.